Hi everyone, I'm Jason, 28 years old, from Texas. I have been engaged to my 27-year-old girlfriend, Phoebe, 4 months after falling in love with her. We have had a sweet time dating and loving like everyone else and are about to get married. However, our wedding has been affected and may not go as planned because of the attitude she has for me. Let me tell you guys. So, about a month ago, Phoebe and I went to a close friend's birthday party at that girl's private house. We had a good time with a total of 10 people at the party that day, with compliments and wishes exchanging, cake cutting, joking and dancing, you name it. When the night began to fall, we still did not want to leave the party because everyone had been drinking a bit of alcohol so nobody could drive home. Furthermore, we didn't want this party to die early at all. Therefore, we divided into small groups and hang out. Some of us gathered in a room to play Texas Hold'em together, while a few others watched the Lord of the Ring marathon. I joined up with Group 1 and had a fun time playing with my friends, so I didn't pay any attention to my fiancée Phoebe, just thinking she was watching a movie with some friends. In the middle of the game, our group ran out of soda, so I got up to the kitchen to get some more drinks and snacks. As I walked around the corner, preparing to enter the kitchen, I heard my fiancée sitting in the kitchen drinking coffee and talking. I had not stepped into the kitchen yet when hitting my ears was Phoebe's unmistakable voice. She was saying words that until now, whenever I think of, I am still very angry. Jason is great and all, but if I can be utterly honest with you, he will never be the same lover Bill once was. Wait, what? Was she comparing me to Bill, her former lover? At that moment, I thought of leaving the scene and going back to playing card games with my friends and pretended that we have no soda or food left. But I was so angry because of being unfairly compared by my lover, so I just stood there, unable to move at all. I knew her friend could see my shadow in the corner of the kitchen because I could also see her sitting facing my fiancé. The friend immediately cleared her throat and signaled to Phoebe about my presence. But Phoebe carelessly paid no attention to that and continued to look out the kitchen window and said, "I know this is unfair to Jason, but, well, you know, Bill was gifted about sex." So, basically, Phoebe was saying that the best lover she ever had was her ex-lover Bill, not me, her fiancé. To make it even worse, she was comparing us sexually. At that moment, I couldn't control my anger anymore, so I decided to make some noise and enter the kitchen. Phoebe stopped talking and didn't seem too surprised. She turned to ask if I was having fun. It seemed that she thought I didn't hear anything. I wanted to say something to satisfy the frustration, like, "I'm having as much fun as someone who is not gifted down there can," but I didn't. I just said yes, continued to get food, went back to my friends and ended the night. When I got home, I acted like nothing was wrong for the rest of the night and went to sleep. Needless to say how messed up I felt. I had never had negative feelings like jealousy or insecurity about myself since the moment I fell in love with Phoebe to that incident. I couldn't sleep that night because of thousands of questions and negative thoughts while lying next to Phoebe. I was angry at first. I felt humiliated. Then I just felt sad. Eventually, I became even angrier. You guys may wonder why my ego was affected so much and who was Bill, right? Let me explain to you. That bastard Bill dumped Phoebe before. Yes, it was not a breakup agreed by the couple because they could not stand each other anymore. He bluntly abandoned Phoebe and broke her heart. I know this because from the beginning of our relationship she told me the whole story. We met about 9 months after they broke up. I learned that toward the end of their relationship, Bill realized that he wanted to be with another woman that he truly loved, despite his powerful statement that he would never cheat on Phoebe. She was heartbroken by that. Phoebe approached me at a local conference we were both guests at and we started seeing each other. She said she was not ready to be serious with anyone because her ex had left her emotionlessly. On our 4th date, she cried over her ex after we had some wine. It was weird to hug someone while they cry about another person that they love while you are in love with them, but I did it. We occasionally dated for a few more months, in which I never tried to cross any boundaries because she couldn't get over the pain of Bill. Therefore, while we were dating, I tried to keep the distance and tell myself that we were just friends. I thought I was not ready for any commitment either, but things changed. After nearly 2 months, she invited me to her apartment and started to tell me how much she appreciated my patience with her and how she felt stupid for her behaviour. Now that I think of it, I realise that Phoebe didn't love me because she wanted me. If that bastard Bill didn't leave her, Phoebe would never leave him for me. Now I don't know if she will ever leave me for Bill after all these years if he comes back. I kind of believe she will. I do not know what to do. Imagine listening to your loved ones saying they like having sex with other people. How can you be calm? I tried to hide my feelings about the words I accidentally heard from Phoebe, but as the days passed, my mood and temper got worse and worse. I avoided her at all costs, and strangely, Phoebe was just a little suspicious and didn't say anything. Maybe her friend that night didn't let her know that I heard it all. Things went on like that between us until she tried to be intimate with me a few days later, and I coldly rejected her. It was not a conscious decision of mine. I secretly decided to just try and get through everything and continue our relationship. But at that moment, instead of being aroused, I felt extremely deprived and ashamed. So I pushed Phoebe away from me. She asked me what was wrong, and I just told her that I was stressed out by the job, but she didn't believe me, nor let it go. So much of my humiliation there. I lied there, naked in bed, unable to get an erection. There was no way out of it, so I decided to tell her the truth. At first, she tried to tell me that I didn't hear it correctly, but I repeated her words exactly as I heard and remembered over and over again. Well, once she couldn't deny it, she tried to apologize and listen to my feelings about this matter. Phoebe said she and her friend got drunk while talking. How the hell could they be drunk when they were drinking coffee when she insulted me? Seeing how my mood wasn't getting better, Phoebe tried to tell me how much better I was compared to Bill and how I pleased her, and she didn't want anyone else. But all the good qualities that Phoebe mentioned to comfort me only made things worse because from what she said, I sounded like a good supplier for her life more than a good lover. I was nothing more than a wonderful but easy to cuckold husband because I couldn't satisfy my wife. What if one day I lost my current well-paid job or I got injured and could do nothing but receive state assistance? Would she be there to support and help me? What made me even sadder when I thought about everything that happened was that she shared that thought of hers to her friend, an outsider. I am annoyed by that because I will never share any of her weaknesses with anyone. I knew that she was sorry, that I had heard something I shouldn't have, but I wondered what her true feelings were. Would she regret what she said if I didn't accidentally hear everything and made her admit what she did? It has been almost a month since we were angry with each other, and I have no desire to be with her sexually. She is also disappointed now, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot overcome this. Let me remind you, Phoebe didn't say that both Bill and I were good lovers or anything like that. She clearly said he was much better at sex than me, and I guess that would mean that his male part is also bigger than mine. I am sure I can satisfy her with my other sexual skills, but whatever I do, there is no way I can increase the size of my male part. Phoebe refused to discuss that topic of size and sexual ability whenever we argued over what happened. That expression, to me, was the clearest statement that I really couldn't satisfy her emotionally, and especially sexually. After all, she was probably right. What should I do, guys? She was a mess when we first dated. Perhaps Phoebe never really loved me. Perhaps she lied for saying yes to my proposal when she had never really overcome her broken feelings for Bill. Maybe I'm a failure in everything and should end this relationship to free her from guilt and, most importantly, to free her from a man who can't be satisfied with her. What do you think, guys? Please share your thoughts with me in the comment section.